Jackson.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is Wacky News.
Welcome to Wacky News. My name is Dylan. This is a podcast for kids, about kids, and presented to you by kids. My brother Jackson and I will share neat stories every week for you to discuss with your friends on the school bus, during lunch, or whenever you want.
Hey guys, welcome back to Wacky News. Jackson here. Dylan and I are going to make episode 3, the best one yet. Last week we introduced you to the Wacky News Machine, which brings us the latest in cool kids news from all around the world. I run the machine, and Dylan reads the stories it prints out. If there's anything you want us to ask the Wacky News Machine about, go to our website and let us know.
That's right. You can go to podcastplayground.com and click on Wacky News to find out how you can ask us questions or make requests about new topics. You can also learn more about me and Jackson as well as all of the neat stories we are sharing. There will be pictures and videos from the news stories, and the Wacky Words vocabulary list will give the definitions for any words that you might not know.
Oh, there is one other thing that you can find on Podcast Playground. Dylan, do you know what Mom is always telling us?
Stop fighting or I'll turn this car around.
Well, she does say that, but what is the other thing she is always saying?
To brush your teeth for 2 minutes.
That's right, but it's so hard. I never know when 2 minutes is up, and using a timer would be so boring. It would feel like I was brushing my teeth forever.
And that's why we are coming out with Toothy Trivia. No more rushing your brushing.
Every day we will post a morning podcast and an evening podcast with 2 minutes of cool trivia to listen while you're brushing your teeth. So not only will you know how long to brush, but you'll also learn a lot of really neat facts.
Like, did you know that if you rub a garlic clove on the bottom of your foot, you can smell it on your breath 15 minutes later?
Whoa, that's awesome. Be sure to subscribe to Toothy Trivia so we can get all of the podcasts and have super clean teeth. For now, back to the news. Okay, Wacky News Machine, what do you have for us today? Wait a minute, why are these bubbles coming out of it? Oh, I see. This week's episode is all about bubbles.
Ocean Bubble Rescue. Riza Bellucci, an endurance athlete who has claimed to love running so much she wants to run on water, was recently voluntarily rescued off the coast in Florida in a big inflatable bubble. According to the website runwithriza.org, Mr. Bellucci had a dream of successfully navigating through the Bermuda Triangle, which is the infamous site of many a ship's disappearance over the years. The website also explains that Mr. Bellucci designed the hydropod himself. The bubble sphere takes over 1 hour to inflate by hand, and the plastic is 3 millimeters thick. The two sides of the sphere have 36 buoyancy balls to keep it afloat. There is a hammock in the middle for resting, and at night there's a light at the bottom. Mr. Bellucci's plan was to sleep from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. every morning, then run until he got too hot. He expected the bubble to get as hot as 120 degrees inside. He also expected to live off of protein bars and fish that he would catch himself.
Wait a minute, how is he going to cook the fish? Was he going to eat them raw?
Well, that is one of many problems the U.S. Coast Guard detected. In 2014, they had to rescue him from a similar attempt. It cost taxpayers a lot of money, and when the Coast Guard learned Mr. Bellucci was going to try it again and did not seem to be following any safety precautions, so they ordered him not to do it. Mr. Bellucci did not obey the order, however, and tried anyway. But instead of running 1,033 miles over water, he was stopped and towed back to shore.
So you could say the U.S. Coast Guard burst his bubble.
Oh, brother.
That was a crazy story. Don't forget to go to our website for pictures of the hydropod. Now let's see what other bubble news the Wacky News Machine has for us.
Bubble Hotel. Would you consider paying to sleep in a hotel room that is completely see-through? For travelers who want to see Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, this is an awesome new option for them. The northern lights look like dramatic curtains or wide ribbons of colored light that appear high in the night sky on remote dark places in high latitudes like the North Pole The colors range from greenish yellow to red or blue, and even purple, pink, and white. And many people dream of getting to see them at some point in their lifetime.
Didn't Mom want to name you Aurora?
Yeah, but Daddy said no. Anyway, the new Aurora Bubble Hotel in Iceland was created for the sole purpose of being able to sleep underneath the northern lights. It is a clear inflatable plastic bedroom that kind of looks like an igloo. Inside, the room fits one full bed, one night lamp, 2 small suitcases, and that's about it. Guests who need to go to the bathroom have to use an outhouse, and there's a nearby lagoon for guests who want to bathe or shower. But don't worry, you have lots of people watching you get dressed and sleep. The Bubble Hotel is located on a farm that is very far away, and the location is only given out to guests of the hotel. You might be asking yourself how much it costs to spend a night in the bubble. The answer is just about $225. But the experience, I'm sure, is priceless.
Thanks for sharing that, Dylan. Let's see what else the Wacky News Machine has for us today.
Bubbles of death! When you think of bubbles, you probably think of gentle, delicate spheres of soap that you can play with outside or inside until your mom tells you to stop. But to creatures living in the deep ocean, bubbles can be deadly. Snapping shrimp, also known as pistol shrimp, do this really cool thing where they snap their claws so quickly that a jet of water is forced out of the way and a bubble is formed right behind it. This is called cavitation. The bubble that is formed immediately bursts, and when it does, the collapse creates a flash of light that makes a nearby temperature as high as the sun. This heat, in addition to a sound that is loud enough to burst eardrums, kills all the other fish and shrimp nearby. It is pretty intense.
We are posting a neat video showing exactly what it looks like when a snapping shrimp attacks. You've got to check it out.
Hey Jackson, guess what time it is? It's time for
Wacky Jokes!
What do you call an old snowman? Water!
What does a nosy pepper do? Gets jalapeno business.
Why did the bird go to the hospital? To get tweeted for injuries.
What music are balloons scared of? Pop music.
Why did the boy sprinkle sugar on his pillow before he went to sleep? So he could have sweet dreams.
Okay, guys, that's it for episode 3 of Wacky News. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and join us next week for episode 4. And don't forget to subscribe to Toothy Trivia. No more rushing or brushing.
And visit podcastplayground.com for more information about me, Dylan, and Jackson, as well as pictures and videos, wacky words, and more. See you next week.